Well, our first guest this week joins us in studio, Mr. Riggs Eckelberry. He's the CEO of OriginClear Incorporated. OCLN is their stock symbol. We like to refer to him lately as Aquaman, however. Aquaman, welcome back to the show.
Well, thank you very much, and I hope it's a big growth for Aquaman, because I'll look good.
Yeah, exactly. I know you got a lot to talk about, so I'm going to say, give you the floor and let you rip.
There's way too much going on.
Okay.
It's crazy. First of all, as we know, the president has signed a historic water bill, which increases funding on water and wastewater infrastructure from $2 billion a year to over $7 billion a year at the federal level. Also, you know that we are busy working on acquiring some companies.
Right.
That's moving fast. Again, can't say more about that. But this study by Raymond James, which I'm happy to share if anybody sends in a request, says that the water space is as hot as solar for mergers and acquisitions. Very hot.
Nice.
Now, the other very interesting thing is that according to a top angel in the cannabis space, Sherry Haskell, founder and CEO of Cannabis Angels, says the #1 problem in cannabis is what?
It's got to be water.
It's water. It's not the federal regulations, it's not the banking, it's not, none of that. It's gone down to water.
If you're going to grow this stuff, you got to have water.
Well, incoming, the water's got to be clean. Otherwise, you end up with toxic weed, right? And outgoing, you don't want to be polluting the waterways, et cetera, because this is very organic dense. Now, it's very similar to what we're already doing, which is breweries.
Okay.
Last week, we picked up a brewery in Southern California. From start to finish, 3 days. First met them, 3 days later, we did the deal, $70,000.
Nice.
Bang. And what did the client say? With reasons for doing it were #1, quality of modular water systems. #2, great cost. #3, water savings.
Right.
There are well over 1,000 microbreweries in the Southwest. 900 of them are in California. 300 of them are currently being permitted. It's a boom.
Wow.
They all need systems. If we get even 20% of that market, it's $15 million right there.
And your modular water system, like we've said before, you drop in, plug and play, and it's ready to go.
And it's cheaper. So why wouldn't they do it? So it's a no-brainer. We're working with the whole industry. And to me, we're going to do a series of vertical marketing campaigns, which I love because it's so focused, in breweries, cannabis, real estate developments, and onward like that. And just tee them up. Dan Early knocks them down. Next one, please.
Well, it's been really interesting is the last 3 or 4 years, cannabis has become such a hot topic, not only in political circles, but in business circles. It's one of the hottest sectors we're covering right now on MoneyTV. And you're right on the edge of it because they can't grow cannabis without clean water.
Yes, so that's going to become huge. And in fact, the people who were at that Cannabis Angels presentation are in discussions, so we'll see where that goes. What I'm saying, though, is we've got this as a semi-line. That's what I love about modular water. It's a semi-line. Oh, breweries? Pop, 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 pop. Literally, people can do an online configurator, like they buy a Dell computer.
Right.
I think I want it with and without reverse osmosis, that kind of stuff. And then they hit print, submit, and it shows up.
From the time they do print and submit, how long does it take to actually build out the system?
Well, it's a matter of days, but truthfully, we can build them ahead. We can go into negative time.
Okay.
You know how at Wendy's they know you're coming before you show up? Boom, there's your burger.
There's your burger.
Right? We can do the same thing with modular water. Negative time.
Now, last week we had an interesting conversation about acquisition activity. I know there's not so much you can say about that, but you were talking about herding cats, keeping acquisitions in a circle, so to speak. Is that continuing?
Yes, well, we had some very interesting conversations between the funders and the targets. And again, I want to disclaim, I'm not representing we're going to get these deals done. But what I learned was interesting. In South, and mainly in Texas, water projects are booming. It may be the economy, maybe it's just regulation, I don't know what, but there's too much business. Literally, there's too much going on in Texas.
So there you go.
And we got a company in Texas already, and there's a rumor we may be acquiring more. That's all I can say.
Well, I'm going to give this guy a new name now. It's Tex Eckelberry, CEO of OriginClear, OCLN, also the Dean of Water, Aquaman is what you could say. I'm just going to keep giving you nicknames until we run out.
I'm thinking big, Texas.
OriginClear, OCLN, Riggs, thanks for joining us.
It's my pleasure.